funny. One of the guys was streaming that game earlier. Yeah, that was KC. That was KC dangerous. What the hell?
No. I heard he's switch, so that's why I was like, I gotta get in.
Oh, okay.
He came behind it.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Putting it my mystery. So thank you. So from that, what you guys have for processes
They had to put it in that position.
That's the bullshit argument.
Like maybe the girls won't be a part of
You said what? Yeah, it is.
Okay.
So I think my guys can when people actually get comfort on, you win. That's the one you show your thoughts. I think it's
What a game we have coming up here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome everyone to Palo Alto, California, the farm and the home of the Stanford Cardinal. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Stanford Cardinal. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. He'll start this drive firing. Got his man out of the backfield. At the 45 on its way. And the defense was on its heels after that long completion. And so much for feeling each other out for a few plays. These guys come out spinning it.
All gas, no brakes. Come in and spin the magic bean on the opening play of the game, taking a shot. Doesn't get better than that if you're this quarterback.
What a dynamic play on that last one. Flips the field, and they've got it 1st and 10 from the 28. They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24. Guys, let's talk just for a second about Stanford. Breaking into the top 15 just one step closer to the college football playoff. You've made it this far. The dream is within reach. Question becomes, will they take the next step, Jesse?
You got to keep winning. Now when we're talking about this team, you're hearing college football playoff in the same sentence because of where they're ranked in the top 15. So, David, as they move forward, they've got to continue to elevate and ascend with their talent and play on the field.
Yeah, and it's exciting, right? To be mentioned, it's exciting. To hear yourself talked about on shows and to be a team that's getting respect is great. Now, let's keep pushing that pedal to the floor to be the best team we can be.
They are really clicking along. 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. Wide receiver going in motion. Got his man. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Stanford! And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
And the extra point splits the upright. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Bunch formation for these receivers. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Unleashes one. He's got an open man. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. The RPO, it's complete. Pulled down for the tackle. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
And these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. And these teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired. But you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Using the quick game. Still on his feet at the 45. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
One of the nice things about RPOs is that it's a slow developing mesh between the QB and running back, and that allows these receivers time to get vertically downfield and work their routes. You saw it right there on that play.
Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Makes a move. He's got it out. There he goes. Open it up. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Cardinal. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up. It's because of that awesome kickoff return.
Ready to try the point after. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. You get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one. And he's coming out of the end zone. Wasn't quite able to shake loose as he steps out of bounds at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires to the big fella. Bounced off his feet. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Because it freezes those linebackers, it freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end, can catch the football and make big plays.
Defense fills those gaps. He's got one to the 28.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
What is he? He's a big guy.
Wants to throw on third down. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double team high load, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. That's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would just rough the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. The give to the back. Turning it on. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
He just lost track of where he was on the field. Entire body past the line of scrimmage. Illegal forward pass, and they will back him up. Here comes the offense on second down. Looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line.
No?
They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. Skips away from pressure. Fires downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Notre Dame ready to go with another 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pocket breaking down. Complete to the left. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. Notre Dame once backed up near its own goal line, now on the move. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Quarterback keeps it. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Irish.
Ouch.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well on design runs and on scrambles. They didn't have an answer for him right there.
And he tacked on the extra point. Surely they're going to kick this thing away. Tied in the 2nd quarter. They're lined up for an onside kick. And that one, I don't think, went the required 10 yards. It did not. Penalty marker is out. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. There he goes. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
And this is the frustration in playing man-to-man coverage.
Be
All
careful,
the
Mommy
guys
wants to play
on
with
the
those ladies.
defense are chasing their guys. They don't have vision on the quarterback, but he is such a
hitting you in the
good
Jews.
athlete. He notices it, he takes off, he chews up yards, and makes a big play.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. It's complete on the right side. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
And you could tell they set up the screen action, but how about the ability to adjust, right? I see what the defense is giving me. You gonna leave that open? Okay, I'm gonna take it right now.
It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. Taking it the other way. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead. Oh, it's a fumble. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Well, the quarterback got it to his receiver quickly and gave him an opportunity to make a few moves after the catch, but he's got to do a better job with ball security that time. That is a costly fumble.
So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He's down to the 37-yard line, and that's where he goes out of bounds.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, you've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Motion from the wideout. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
The Cardinal come to the line facing third and short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
So they're not comfortable with their field goal kicker from here, so the offense will go for it on fourth down. Off play action. Lets it fly. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Looking to throw on first down. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
Lost to fire on second down. Gonna take a shot. Got it in stride inside the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown,
You're the bad
Notre
guy.
Dame.
You're the bad guy.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man.
You're the bad guy.
You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
This is ultra aggressive. Still in the first half, got the lead and going for the onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
We're only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the second quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense could do. You have got to make them pay for gambling like that.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Rides to back and leaves it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives, and the best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
Now the play fake. Finds his tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Stanford to the line on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. It's Hendricks. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Stanford going back to work with another first down. Quarterback may change this route. Looking downfield on first down. He's moving out of the pocket. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB's scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Quickly complete. Gets it inside the 10. Out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one.
And a great play design here in this type of situation. Obviously, trailing, you're trying to put something up on the scoreboard, and just using the sideline, using the boundary, getting the ball out of bounds and stopping it.
And this offense will have to feel pretty good about itself if it can tie the game before halftime. 1st and goal. To the air on first down. Here's a heat. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. First down, goal-to-go situation. You cannot take a sack. So the QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure you're throwing that ball out of the end zone and helping your offense out.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll send the back in motion. Looking downfield very late in the half. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that's back-to-back plays that are not good for this offense. I mean, you've got to protect your main man. Your quarterback has to be upright to make decisions, to make big plays. Sacked on first down and a quarterback hit on 2nd down. Got to do a better job.
Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Stanford!
Every coach in the country talks about finishing half strong. Man, how about that? You get the touchdown, a chance to tie this game up and take all the momentum into halftime.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he tacks on the extra point. So they move the ball 43 yards on that drive. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Wants to throw on first down. He hurls one deep down the left side. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. Bringing it back. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Stanford will boot it away to start this second half. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here come the Irish, back on offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot.
Oh, he's got some space. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
Now on first down from the 43. Inside
Where is
the 30.
that?
Just what this offense
Under
is
the
looking
couch.
for.
Okay,
Sets it up at the 26 with the first down.
How about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football. Great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
Makes the catch. It's Hunt. He'll go out of bounds at the 21-yard line.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker. It's Hunt. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. If this dude were
It's right here.
you would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he's not going to take the touchback. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. Using his legs, it's Ford. Danced his way through traffic, pick up a 4 to the 19.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Motion from the back. Back to pass. Hauls it in. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Stanford at the line, needing to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Quick completion on the out. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Can't get him to the ground. Didn't get a whole lot of room to run. He picked up 1 or 2. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, and it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Makes the grab on the left. At the 45 on its way. Seizing that open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll run it from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
This quarterback part of their running game. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. Oh, not able to hold his water, and the offense will have it stepped off against them. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. them sweat it all. It's good. The lead now trimmed to 28-24.
And look, obviously you would have loved to score a touchdown there, but you did the important thing. Kicked a field goal, you're now within one possession. Can your defense get you the football back, and can your offense drive the field and put it in the end zone? This is what you practice for. Let's see if they can go execute, fellas.
Across the 25 to the 26 before going out of bounds, and that's where the offense will go to work. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
The Irish come to the line facing second and short. Power football with the run. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
High the chains now on second and long. The play action fake. Buying some time as he moves left. Finds a little space. He goes out of bounds right at midfield.
Well, they've tried to get this quarterback going, running the ball in a variety of ways, and they haven't really been able to kind of break him out just yet until that run right there. Nice individual effort on the scramble. It took a little longer than they would have liked, but maybe that's the play that's really going to sort of spark this offense and really maybe get this guy going more on the ground.
Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. He wants to go deep. He's got it inside the 25. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on first down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football, run the clock, let that thing tick down. And if we add points, we add points.
Looking to the end zone.
Oh, he twisted
Made the
me.
grab in the end zone for the score.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a two-possession lead.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's coming out of the end zone. I guess it could have been worse on that return. He goes out of bounds at the 15. Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Off the play fake. That's caught. It's 4. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
You know, at this point of the game, guys, trailing the way they are late in the game, check down throws are not going to get it done. You've got to be more aggressive in the passing game. You're going to have to just start taking shots.
Tight end now in motion. Looking to throw. Catch in the middle. It's 4. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run the option. Runs through a tackle. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you
unloads it downfield. He's got it into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinal.
One of the things I love about this quarterback, David, is that he keeps his eyes downfield when he gets outside the pocket. He might have had an opportunity to take off running with that, but he knew he had an opportunity for an even bigger play. And how about the run after the catch?
And that's great. You love that about the quarterbacks, but it's so frustrating when you got a guy that just breaks the contain of the pocket, breaks down your defense. Now you got to cover longer in the back end, and you could tell he comes free, he sees him, catches it, and walks right into the end zone.
And the extra point splits the uprights. They still need a touchdown to take the lead here in the 4th, and they'll try to get the ball back with the onside kick.
No way.
And in that scramble, they're going to come out of there with the football, and they get the onside kick and take possession right back. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Well, they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. Looking to fire. Lets it fly. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
What quarterback about to sell a game? Oh my God.
I've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
The Cardinal come to the line with lots of work to do on 3rd down. He wants to change this route. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's taking a deep shot. Got a man in the middle. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment, when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
Stanford gets set to snap it on 1st down. He'll pull it on the read. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
And this offense has got to get somewhere, right? That's a couple plays in a row. Like, the clock is their biggest enemy. So we got to find a way to manufacture, push the ball down the field, make something happen with that clock running out.
Second down, he'll throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
They'll snap it from the gun on third down. And it's picked off for the third time today. Looking for more room. He's at the 30. He's at the touchdown, Notre Dame. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick six. Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
Oh no, I just threw
In
it
a position where you're
interception.
about to give up points, and now you flip
Oh
around.
man, I had the game ruined too, bro.
What do you do in an
No.
interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. They'll corral that squib kick just inside the 15. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Wants to go up top on first down. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll move the wide receiver. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Right on the money. Pick up a 5. They'll need 5 more on third down.
And the offense gets the ball out pretty quick. But, man, if you're going to do that, that's fine. But we got to get the first down, or we got to get out of bounds so we can stop the clock. This offense, they've got to execute a little bit tighter down the stretch of this close football game.
Finds him out of the backfield. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
You know, I think at this situation in the game, trailing like they are with only a couple minutes to go, short throws aren't going to get it done. You're going to have to be a lot more aggressive and start taking chances if you want to give yourself a chance to win this game.
Caught near the sticks. It's 4. He gets out of bounds and, more importantly, picks up the first down. Clock stopped as the drive continues. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Looking to throw on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Got room on the return. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Where you need a band-aid? Oh, in your forehead? Not just kiss it? You do it later? No, kissing is gonna make it feel better. Band-aid's not gonna make it feel better. No, it won't. Look. It feel better, right? All right. Come on, I'm gonna get you.